Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys another pick 3 workout, and this is a special one. You guys pay attention to your key digit numbers. I'm telling you, sometimes those key digit numbers in your state can give you some very easy hits. And New Jersey, don't sleep on this. So if you're using a 317 rundown, start paying attention to some key digit numbers. They can really help out. Now I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I can't guarantee this will hit or this strategy will work every time, so you have to be careful, okay? Practice on paper first. All right, with that out the way, let's go ahead through the example. I want to share with you where you might want to look on the grid and what to look for, some hot numbers, okay? So March 5th evening was the hit of 474, all right? The next thing we have to do is put the grid together. A lot of numbers here, right? But I'm going to share with you what you want to look for and where you want to look at it, right? So the first thing we have to do is add each of these numbers to the column so we can complete this beautiful grid, right? The first column, we would add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Only use your ones, place your 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Use your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So the number you start with will be the number you end with, okay? Then you would add 1 all the way down the second column, 7 all the way down the third column. All right. Now, we were talking about key digits, okay? I want you guys to pay attention to this. When I say key digits, there are certain numbers that I notice when they're together in the grid, they bring on either particular pairs that are coming or a particular pattern. It just depends on what's going on. So when you hear me say key digits, I'm simply saying they're special numbers that bring on certain patterns or certain numbers, okay? In this case, I want you guys to look at the key digits 0 and its mirror 5, especially when they're together, okay? Pay close attention. Now, some variables of that could be some pairs if they're put together in the rundown. Looking for them to be on your left side, possibly your right side. So 0, 5 could be a pair, 5, 0, 0, 0, or 5, 5. Okay. Now, what you need to know about these is that the key digits itself, they're what we call mirror numbers. They're very important. A mirror number is actually the same number. They're just opposite of themselves, okay? So 0 and 5, again, they kind of work together. And when they're put together, they could bring out some hot patterns for the state, okay? And there are other key digits, trust me. Depending on what your state is showing, and backtracking is going to be dependent on what that digit is, okay? So other mirror numbers that you may want to pay attention to, and you're going to see what I mean by mirror numbers in a minute, but just be on the lookout for them. Like a 1 could be a 6, or a 6 could be a 1. A 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. 3 could be an 8, 8 could be a 3. 4 could be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4. Okay? So I want you to pay attention to your right side. You notice how the 0, 5 pair is on the right side, but also the 5, 0 pair is on the right side. Again, they're mirror numbers. Okay? Halfway down the rundown, all of the numbers are just mirrors. People don't know that. Like you start with a 474, but midway down, the mirrors to that is 9, 2, 9. And then they just keep going down. Because you don't know where they're going to place those numbers, or some of the hottest numbers could be, you use both areas. Now here's what I've noticed with New Jersey. Whenever you guys have your key digits that are put together, whether they're mirrors or doubles, could be right side, could be left side, pay attention to the number that it's connected with. So you're looking for another number that's on the grid that has 0 or 5 in it. Yep, pay attention. What other numbers do you see that have a 0 or 5? If you look above, you see a 098. Okay? Right? Now, if you look at your 850, you have a 5 above. Okay? So 543. Now, you don't see them anywhere else because the two are together. So there's only one other place on the rundown that they could be, which I love this. This helps narrow down numbers exponentially. Okay. That's not to say that they won't hit up that 305 or that 850. They could maybe even play those. So pay attention to that. But let's say you have these 4 numbers, right? And you decide to hold on to them for a few days because you don't really know when they may like to hit. And that is the honest, hardcore truth about playing lottery games. Sometimes you want them to play a certain day, you want them to play a certain draw, but sometimes when you're really just getting going, you're trying to figure out what's going on and how these numbers are played, you got to play them for a few days. The thing is having a pattern or a strategy that will help you determine what could be hot and how to reduce your numbers so you're not playing so many numbers, right? Well, 908 actually hit 2 days later, March 7th. Okay, let me get my red marker here. It's here, 098. Not in perfect order, but what I tell you, very simple. Wasn't hard, was it? No. Those key digits can tell an awful lot about what's going on. So I want you to pay attention, but I have more, so stay tuned. You like that? Give your girl a thumbs up real quick. I so appreciate that. And make sure you share this with somebody in New Jersey who might be suffering or not. They're probably doing very well, but hey, they may need some extra advice. Who knows? So we're going to still stay on Pick 3 New Jersey. March 8th evening, the hit was 799. Okay? Yeah, you have to look through your grid. Remember, we're talking about our key digits, right? So let's say key digits 00, 55, 05, or 50. Okay? You see any of those, left side or right, just highlight them. And again, I'm not going to tell you this is going to work 100% of the time. Okay? So just think about that as well. All right. So now, what are we going to do? I'm going to write down those numbers that have the key digits in case they decide they want to play. But then I'm going to look for the number that has a 0 and a 5 in it. Because there's already 2 taken up, I already know there's only 1 left. So 620 could be something. I'm going to write that down. If you're looking at 5s, 175. Okay? All right. Well, what actually hit? 026, March 9th evening. It came only 1 day later. Not bad at all. And it comes right across. Okay? Those key digits can be very helpful. And there are other key digits. It just depends on what rundown is being used and how the numbers are performing. And that takes a lot of patience and some good backtracking. But anyways, I hope that you'll find this video extremely helpful. And make sure you hit that like button. I'm sure you will. I thank you in advance for that. And if you happen to get a hit from it, let us know. Let us know how you're doing with it. And we'll see you on the next video.